I love those birds. Good morning. Hi, Scott. Welcome to Everyday Mindfulness. Another bright day in Saranac. Hi, Andy. How you doing, brother? Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to Everyday Mindfulness. My name is Bruce Wayne McClellan, and this is your guided meditation brought to you by the One Kind Word podcast. And we're going to get started right away with a wonderful, powerful quote from Bryant McGill. Bryant says, "A mistake made by many people with great convictions is that they will let nothing stand in the way of their views, not even kindness." This is actually counter to what most of us experience. We see in the media, we see around us, we see in society on the streets, we see people who possess great convictions. And that's something to be admired. It's wonderful to have great convictions. The only problem is that convictions have a shadow. And the shadow is that we can be perceived and become opinionated. And opinions can be wedges between people and not a way of connecting people together. So one of my oldest mentors, Dr. Wayne Dyer, says this very simply, which is when you have a choice between being right and being kind, just choose kind. It just makes sense to me. There is a place for great convictions when it comes to people who are most precious to us. Lean towards kindness. That's where we will find the most rewarding and fulfilling of interactions through that. And we have Dina this morning. Hi, Dina and Nancy. And Renee is with us. Thank you so much for being here. And I think Julia is probably here as well. She's always here. Hi, Julia. Looking in the background and being part of this everyday mindfulness tribe. So let's begin our morning meditation together. So we'll come together for the last time this week. And this is a lot of joy for me to share this moment with you. I'm glad you're here. So we'll start with just aligning ourselves with the force of gravity. That we call that great posture. So we have wonderful posture. We put our feet nice and flat on the floor, hands on the laps with the palms facing upward. We'll sit nice and tall. Head should feel as though it's being suspended from above. We'll allow those hips to settle nicely into our chair. Well, we're going to raise our sternum to the sky, heart to heaven. That actually stretches our midsection, which takes the pressure off of our vital organs. It just feels really good. And it prepares us for our meditation as we are in the posture of alertness. That's what this is about, is becoming in a physiological alertness. And now let's work towards mental alertness. Our body is awake, in position, and we're going to awaken our mind by drawing it into the present moment with 3 deeply satisfying breaths together. And I welcome you, beautiful people, to this present moment to share together. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for being with us. Happy Friday to you as well. And we're going to anchor ourselves in this present moment with our mindful breath, which is a slowing and steadying of the breath. We'll begin that mindful breathing by gently breathing in through the nose, pausing, and then releasing through the lips. Let's remember the purpose of this mindful breath is to begin to slow that monkey mind. We want to begin that process of slowing it so the mind follows the breath. As we slow our breath, so goes the mind. We'll continue that cycle of mindful breathing, slow, intentional breathing throughout our day's meditation today. Let's continue. We'll continue that mindful breathing. And we're going to add a focal point. Now, the mindful breathing is designed to slow the mind. The focal point is to halt the mind, to try to put the brakes on that crazy mind. And we do that by focusing very intensely on something. And today we're going to focus on our heart. We'll place our right hand gently over our heart, just enough so that we can feel that pulsing. And if you feel deeply, you'll notice a tender spot just behind the heart. I'd like you to continue your mindful breath and focus very intensely on that spot just behind the heart for just about 3 or 4 seconds. Now let me be specific. I would like that focus to happen, that 3 or 4 seconds to happen during the pause in between your in-breath and your out-breath. So in between the in-breath and the out-breath, we're going to have a 3 or 4 second pause where we're going to focus very intensely on that tender spot behind the heart. So let's continue with that focal point, synchronized with the mindful breath. And we'll let go of that focal point and just set the mind adrift. You're going to turn your hand to your lap. We can let go of the mindful breath and just breathe normally. And finally, we'll let go of any thoughts, feelings, or pictures in our mind so that we may join together in the stillness and merge into the silence. Into the silence. And when you're ready, we'll take a nice deep breath and slowly open your eyes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Would everyone please welcome Mary and Nancy? They're relatively new to our mindfulness tribe here. That would be really wonderful to be so welcoming. I would appreciate that very much. Julia, Scott, Andy, Dina, Nancy, Renee, and Mary. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for being a part of this mindfulness meditation that we practice together during the weekdays. And let me leave you with this one thought. I honor the best in who you are and the best in who you may become. Namaste. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you bright and early on Monday. Take good care.